Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Welcome to the pre-show mantra, where we start the show out with nice words of wisdom that we will use to start our day, to start our show, and words of wisdom to live by. My slogan is peace, blessings, and financial freedom. Some of my money-making mentors, they have their own, and until I make a longer one for me, I will be saying theirs. So let's start with Mark Monroe, who introduced the black community to options in 2020. The more you learn, the more you earn. And then I added it onto it. Well, I flipped it and added onto it. The more you learn, the more you earn. Thereby, the more you earn, the more you learn. And it's just a rotating cycle. Ian Dunlap from Market Mondays, Red Panda. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be rich. I deserve to be wealthy. I deserve to be free. And Wall Street Trapper, the only trader, one of two traders who actually shows their account every week on YouTube. And we saw him grow his account from 400,000 in 2022 to 4.6 million 2 years later. His mantra is definitely something that all black people should memorize and implement. I'm gonna just give you a short part of it because it is very long, and if you want the whole thing, then go check out his channel, Wall Street Looks Like Us Now. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. I am confident in my ability to make great investments. The stock market is a machine that prints money, and I am more than capable of operating this machine. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. It's now 6:15, November 25th, 2025. Let's get started. Today, pre-market, let's look at some pre-market levels that we have. For the SPX, pre-market low, 6,685. Pre-market high, 6,718. So it's almost 200 points worth of room between the pre-market low and the pre-market high. Now let's go to the NAS 100. Pre-market low, 24,738. Pre-market high, 24,896. All right, and now we'll go to the MAG7 plus SPY and QQQ, and we'll check out the VIX as well. So as you can see on my chart here, the pre-market level. So this first one we have is NVDA. So we can see that the pre-market levels have moved down since I last moved my pre-market low down, and you can see it bounced off my daily level at 173.65. So that's going to be our pre-market low, while our pre-market high is 178.96. It did drop from yesterday. It did have a good run up at the end of the day. It did drop, but it was such a great day yesterday. If you're if you're a holder in any of the MAG7 or SPY or the Qs, then you definitely enjoy looking at your portfolio yesterday, because that thing was running. It was running like a champion. Next, let's go to Apple. Pre-market low, 273. Pre-market high, 276. It has dropped during this pre-market session. Google, who had a phenomenal day yesterday, probably best day next to Tesla yesterday. Google was up 6.3% yesterday. Phenomenal. I think they want to be the leader in AI. And they're not stopping until they become next in line as the leader. So NVIDIA makes the chips, but who can make the software to allow the creators to make the best AI creations? It's looking like Google has taken that lead. So we got the pre-market low of 324, pre-market high of 333, which will be an all-time high if they can get back there. They did have an all-time high yesterday. Microsoft pre-market low 469, pre-market high 473. Amazon pre-market low 225, pre-market high 227. Tesla, who had the best day of the MAG7 yesterday, it was up 6.8%. Phenomenal day for Tesla and Elon. Phenomenal day for Tesla shareholders. We have a pre-market low of 411, pre-market high of 418. Meta had a great day yesterday as well. Not as good as them, but it was a great day. They were up over 3% yesterday. Pre-market high. Oh, it's definitely moved up since I last put this level up here. So the pre-market high is 624. Pre-market low, 610. So that's a nice move up in the pre-market. The VIX is sitting at $20.20. It's been going down, which is great. The SPY pre-market low 667, SPY pre-market high 670. QQQ pre-market low 602, pre-market high 606. Let's check out the Fear and Greed Index. The Fear and Greed Index, it is still pre-market, but it did go up yesterday, and now it's sitting at $14. Okay, let's check out Twitter. Let's see if we have some news we can talk about on Twitter. Yahoo Finance. U.S. retail sales rose less than forecast in September as key data returns after shutdown delays. Oh, speaking of data, let's check out Forex Factory and see if we have any data coming out today. Oh, we do. We had a lot of data coming out. Okay, it came out at 5:30. Core PPI, core retail sales, PPI, and retail sales. All those are month over month. Yeah, now that the shutdown is over, we are getting this data again. So it looks like core PPI was 1 point less than expected. Core retail sales month over month was exactly where it's forecasted. PPI month over month was exactly where it was forecasted. Retail sales 2 points under where it was forecasted. 7 o'clock we do have pending home sales and the Richmond Manufacturing Index. So That must be why. Let's check on the chart. So 5:30 is when all the data dropped. And yes, that's when the market, well, the pre-market, that's when the pre-market dropped. Let me find that candle again. Yep. We were on an uptrend. And as soon as that data came out, we've been in a downtrend ever since. So we'll see how the market reacts during the market open. But that data definitely took down our tickers in the pre-market. The Economist. Mali's government says jihadists are no match for the country's army. It has a point. Okay. I don't know what that has to do with the stock market, Economist, but you got me on that. I read it. Okay, Bloomberg TV. U.S. private payrolls fell an average of 13,500 per week in the 4-week period ending November 8th, according to a preliminary estimate from ADP Research. Yeah, we're not playing that clip. Job cut. Unusual Whale says job cuts are up 65% from 2024. Wow, damn, 65%. That's tough, man. That's tough. Shout out to everybody that got their job cut, man. I hope y'all able to find a job immediately and are able to get back on your feet. I know that could be very challenging. Reuters Business. Meta's new smart glasses with visual display drew attention from early adopters in the U.S. as shoppers weighed hands-free features against worries over price. Yeah, I haven't tried those yet. I wonder how they look. I wonder how the display is, if it's really as good as it was showing during the event. Actually, the event went terrible because none of that shit was working when Zuckerberg was on stage trying to debut the new glasses. But hopefully they fixed it by now, and I'm looking forward to hearing reviews from the people that buy them. All right, Yahoo Finance. Best Buy earnings beat Wall Street forecasts. Retailer raises the outlook. Oh, Best Buy had earnings today. Okay. Story of the day from the Kobayashi letter. Google is now up another 4%, and NVIDIA is down another 4% on concerns over increased competition. This comes after reports that Meta is considering using Google's AI chips over NVIDIA's. So is this really bad for NVIDIA? The reality is that AI compute demand is rising 50 to 70% year over year and is well above levels NVIDIA can keep up with. NVIDIA still controls as much as 90% of the global AI chip market. Of course, increased competition is a material development, but NVIDIA is still the arms dealer of AI. And the fact that AI chip demand is spreading beyond NVIDIA only reinforces how far we are from an AI bubble. AI demand is exploding faster than supply. Oh, okay, so that's why Google been running, because they about to sell these chips to Meta, and they taking money from NVIDIA. Well, they're not really taking money because NVIDIA can't keep up with demand. So somebody gonna have to step in and get that bread, and Google's doing it. So shout out to Google, man. I am an investor, and shout out to them for running that bag up. You feel me? All right, what else we got here on Twitter before the market? We got 3 minutes before market open. Let's see if any of our pre-market levels have changed since we last checked it out. NVDA, pre-market low 173, pre-market high 178. Apple, pre-market low 273, pre-market high 276. Google, pre-market low 324, pre-market high 333. Microsoft, pre-market low 496, pre-market high 473. Amazon, pre-market low. It has changed since we last checked it out. Now it's 225. Pre-market high 227. It is moving in the right direction right now. It looks, it did have a little gap right here. 225.38 to 225.54. Tesla, pre-market low 411, almost 412. Pre-market high 418, almost 419. Meta has ran over our previous pre-market high. Is now sitting at 626.50. Pre-market low 610. All right, SPY, pre-market low 667, pre-market high 670. QQQ, pre-market low 602, pre-market high 606. 1 minute till the market opens. Shout out to Aristotle, man. Here's Aristotle's tweet 29 minutes ago. SPY 670.5 reject, third touch of resistance on the hourly, watching for a breakout if resistance as well. QQQ 608 reject, third touch of resistance on the hourly, watching for a break above resistance. CAT above 565.8 for calls. Home Depot 328 bounce for a swing, and Penn's 328.86 bounce for a swing. Shout out to Aristotle, man. He bought that $8 million mansion in Puerto Rico, man. He doing it big. You know what I mean? Under 30, he definitely need to be on Forbes 30 under 30 list, because that brother is printing money phenomenally. And the market is open 6:30. Let's see. Let's check the heat map right quick. How are we doing? Oh, everything green, especially tech. A lot of tech is green. NVIDIA up 2% right now. Apple up 1.6%. Yes. Amazon up 2.5%. Tesla 6. No. This is yesterday. They have not. Here we go. My bad, y'all. That was yesterday's heat map where everything was green like that. NVIDIA is down. NVIDIA is down crazy. 173 right now? What's going on with NVIDIA? Was that based on that news that we just read that Meta is not going to be buying their chips? So is that what made NVIDIA drop almost 5%? Sheesh. Google up 2.4%. AVGO up 1.8%. AMD down 6.3%. Goodness gracious, boy. AMD getting clapped. Alright, let's set some of these ORB levels. Let's start at NVIDIA. Shout out to the ORB traders, man, that just trade the same setup every day. See the breakout or breaking hold. Oh, look at Apple moving to the upside. Nice move on Apple. Oh, I had an all-time high. Apple just broke all-time highs, y'all. Apple broke all-time highs. All-time highs previously were 277.31. It did hit 278.58. Congratulations to all the Apple shareholders. What Trap say? Apple stock a day, keep the poverty away. Shout out to Trap, man. Let's check out Google. Alright, Google. selling off a little bit, just barely, but it was up in the pre-market. It's hit all-time highs as well because yesterday it closed at all-time highs. So it did break all-time highs in the pre-market, but it's going down. Look like it's some profit taking going on, which is fine, which is expected. Okay, let's check out Microsoft. Let's move these ORB levels. Microsoft down a little bit, not much. Amazon up a little bit, 65 cents so far. Check out Tesla. Tesla down a little over 1%. Checking out these ORB levels. Look at Meta. Okay, Meta. They did have a great pre-market run up, but it looks like it's pushing down a little bit. So I do have a weekly level here on Meta at 624.50. It did break that level in the pre-market, but it wasn't able to hold. Hopefully, if we get a daily close above this weekly level, we can continue to trend in the right direction, because Meta has been down a lot since it got clapped on earnings. It dropped over $100. Check out the VIX. The VIX is moving back toward $20. Let's check out the SPY. The SPY is basically flat, but it's moving in the right direction right now. And the Qs, QQQ. QQQ is down a little bit, not much. It's almost flat as well. All right, let's check Twitter again. What we got? Ukraine supports essence of peace deal frameworks following Geneva talks. So that's good. I think if this Ukraine-Russia war can finally end, that would be good for the stock market. I remember when it first started under Biden, that the market got destroyed. That was 2022. That was the beginning of the worst year in the market since the financial crisis. 2022 was because of the war in Ukraine. And Biden just kept on giving them hundreds of billions of dollars. Oh my God, man. You just got an unlimited money factory. You can just print and just give hundreds of billions of dollars to countries that are nowhere near America. But you won't print that type of money to give to homeless veterans in America or the poor people in America. All right, what else we got on Twitter here? Alibaba CEO says an AI bubble unlikely within 3 years. Damn, Market Mayhem is talking about some wild stuff on this article on Meta. And I'm not going to read it, but you can see it here on the screen. If you want to check out the full article, check out Mayhem for Markets on Twitter. All right, let's refresh this thing. See if we got any new news since the market opened. Yeah, let's check out the heat map. Oh, NVDA down over 5% now. Goodness. That's that. Oh my. Look at AMD down over 7%, almost 8%. AMD getting clapped, boy. Goodness gracious. That is tough. Apple up 1.5%. Google up 1.84%. Microsoft down almost 0.5%. Netflix down 1.37%. Damn. Meta up 1.5%. Palantir down 1.46%. Oracle down 5.3%. JP Morgan up 1%. MasterCard up 1.37%. Oh, finance is doing good today. Doing good this morning so far. Everything except Robinhood. Robinhood and Coinbase are the only things that are red in the finance heat map. Morgan Stanley up 1.7%. Bank of America up 1.53%. Robinhood is down 2.8%. Sheesh, almost 3%. Coinbase is down 3.4%. And APO is down by 0.5%. Lilly has the first healthcare company to have a $1 trillion market cap. Salute to Lilly, man. I sold it too soon. But that's part of the game. Tesla down almost 1%. Lilly trying to catch up to Tesla. Tesla's market cap 1.38 trillion. Let's check NVIDIA's market cap. 4.21%. Apple's market cap 4.13 trillion. Apple is about to catch NVIDIA as far as market cap. I remember the master investor saying that Apple had a 90% chance that it would not regain the most valuable company in the world. Now, it's very close. It's very close. NVIDIA is now 4.21. Apple is 4.13. So, depending on how the day ends, Apple may be once again the most valuable company in the world. Amazon market cap 2.47. Meta 1.57 trillion. Those are the big dogs in the MAG7. Oh, where's Microsoft? Microsoft 3.5 trillion. All right, let's go fix our ORB levels. Yeah, man. Video game. Clap City, boy. Apple. Okay, so NVIDIA is broke under 173. Apple 279. Google 325. Microsoft 470. Let me just adjust these ORB levels. Amazon 224. Tesla 412. Meta 623. The VIX is down 1%. SPY 668. And QQQ 602. So SPY is basically flat. The Qs is down about 0.5%. NVIDIA getting clapped crazy. Let's see what else we got on Twitter. from Walter Bloomberg, Elon Musk's XAI raising $415 billion at a $230 billion money valuation. Sources favor on CNBC. NVDA shares slumped 5.5%, erasing $243 billion in market value. Goodness gracious. That's more than some of these companies' entire market cap. That's why it's good to invest in the best companies, because they have money to lose. NVIDIA is still the most valuable company, even though they're down 5%. Let's check out Jensen.
Bubble, but rather a tipping point. From NVIDIA pushing back on worries about an AI bubble to Microsoft's big anniversary, this is Tech Weekly. There is no AI bubble, but rather a tipping point. That was the word from NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang. He believes the computing his company specializes in will come to be part of everything from writing code to running legions of robots. Huang spoke after the chip giant beat expectations once again with stronger profit and sales. But a growing number of market skeptics, including the Big Short's Michael Burry, are concerned the only way off a tipping point is down. Foxconn caught the eye when it presented its new Model A electric vehicle in Taiwan. Chairman Young Liu said it was designed by Japanese engineers and the car will eventually be made in the country too. He also announced a partnership with OpenAI to design and build artificial intelligence hardware. Court filings alleged Meta shut down internal research into the mental effects of using Facebook. That after finding casual evidence its products harmed users' mental health. Meta documents obtained through discovery showed the company's research project involved the firm's scientists working with survey firm Nielsen to study the effects of deactivating Facebook. Internal documents showed people who stopped using the site for a week reported lower feelings of depression and anxiety. A Meta spokesperson said the study was stopped because its methodology was flawed. The filing was made by a law firm suing Meta and other tech giants on behalf of school districts around the US. Waymo's new Zeekr robotaxi model was seen at a charging station in California. It was out for testing before the driverless service starts its expansion into San Diego next year. The new Zeekr model was developed with Chinese automaker Geely. Companies like Waymo and Tesla are investing billions into self-driving technology. And Microsoft's famous Windows operating system hit 40 years old. The first
40 years old, man. So, shout out to them, man. If you had invested in Microsoft 40 years ago, you'd be sitting on crazy paper. All right, y'all. Let's get these ORB levels and wrap it up. Okay, so ORB levels for NVIDIA 171.39 to the downside, 175.01 to the upside. ORB levels for Apple 275.26 to the downside, 280.38 to the upside. ORB levels for Google 319.57 to the downside, 327.41 to the upside. Microsoft ORB levels 466.96 to the downside, 474.63 to the upside. Amazon ORB level to the downside, 224.11 to the upside, 227.30. Tesla ORB level to the downside, 410.09 to the upside, 415.20. And Meta 618.30 ORB level to the downside, 624.31 to the upside. The VIX is up 2.93% to over $21. SPY to the downside, ORB level 667.22 to the upside, ORB level 669.98, and QQQ ORB level to the downside 613 to the upside 604.10. Let's check our heat map one more time before we go. Oh man, NVDA down over 6%. Goodness gracious. Apple up over 1%. Google up almost 2%. Microsoft down almost 2%. Amazon down 1%. Tesla down 2.25%. Meta up 1.7%. SPY down almost 0.5%. QQQ down a little over 1%. Oracle down 6.8%. AMD down 8.5%. Goodness. MasterCard up 1.5%. McDonald's up 1.6%. Lilly up 1.7%. Walmart up 1.1%. One last check on Twitter before we end the show. Yep, that's good. Appreciate y'all checking out the show. This is episode 1. I think everything went smooth today. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Let's pick our song for today from my AI Music Vault. Let's see what we got here.
Turn my lessons into an enterprise. Put my people in position to shine. If I win alone, then I'm losing time. Oh, yeah. Ownership is power. Oh, yeah. Build it up like a tower. Can't just learn how to make it grow. Plant the wisdom, watch it show. Every dollar tells a story. Every lesson builds the way. If we don't rise up now, then the future fades away. Oh, while funds deep, let the roots take hold. Pass the knowledge, let the truth be told. We build, we rise, we change the game. Prayed up, underline success we claim. We can't save alone, gotta let it grow. Gotta make it move, let the profits flow. From the stocks to the land, watch the future rise. Generational wealth, let's prioritize. Oh, yeah. Ownership is power. Oh, yeah. Build it up like a tower. Can't just earn, gotta make it grow. Plant the wisdom, watch it show. Every dollar tells a story. Every lesson builds the way. If we don't rise up now, then the future fades away. Oh, well, funds deep, let the roots take change the game. Prayed up, underline, success we claim. Plant the roots, watch it grow. What you teach, they gon' know.